Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's that time again, folks. Time for the world famous motion picture Retribution Power Hour, presented to you by the illustrious Evening Brothers. Take it away, band.
Welcome to the Motion Picture Retribution Power Hour, presented to you by the illustrious Evening Brothers. I am your brother John.
I am your spooky brother Lincoln.
And I am brother Preston.
We didn't talk about the opening bit at all, and that's exactly how I was hoping it would go. This is the special Halloween spooktacular, you guys, because we didn't plan ahead to do anything else for that. So this is going to be it, and I think it fits.
This movie has its fair share of spooks and scares.
There's some spookiness.
And skeletons.
Spookness.
Yeah.
And spirits.
A lot of
haunts.
So I made you guys watch. Stop coming up with synonyms for spooky stuff. We're going to do a podcast now.
Ghosts.
I think. So I made you guys watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's End of Days from 1999, which was extremely explicitly clear throughout the entire movie. And I don't know, I want to shake up the vibe of this, because we've been playing around with some stuff. I want to shake up the vibe of the cast a little bit, and just real quick, cards on the table. What did you guys think of this movie? Just really first thoughts.
My first thought is I thought that Constantine was the most heretical movie that I've seen in terms of Catholic theology, and I was wrong.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Preston.
I can't. I really thought this movie was like sort of okay until like the last little half hour, and then that really made me question if I actually liked any of it at all.
It kind of disguises itself by mostly being boring for a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
And then the wheels really fall off in a major way in the last like 40 minutes or so.
It's like I feel like the whole movie I was like constantly like do I like this? And then the last part of the movie was more like, do I like this? There's like a very subtle tone shift. I feel like there was a point where there was this switch in my brain that went from like, this is just like a worse version of Constantine, to like, this is a much worse, uncomfortably rapey version of Constantine. And I feel like that sort of trashed the whole movie
is a much worse, uncomfortably rapey version of Terminator? Because it's basically the plot of Terminator 2.
There's a lot of possible... Well, I would say that it's not exactly the plot of Terminator 2, and that Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't the devil come back to save this person.
Well, but no, I'm saying that it's Arnold Schwarzenegger getting sent to protect someone who's like prophesied to be super important.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So End of Days, my
yeah, we'll move on. That's fine.
Yeah, I can't handle that. My cards on the table. I like this movie for about 5 scenes in it, and I hate this movie for every other scene in it.
Okay, Preston and I, please guess which scenes they are.
Yes, there are 5. I think it's 5. There's like 4 or 5 scenes that I think every time I get to them, and I've watched this movie like 3 times now, every time I get to them, I go, okay, this is what the movie should have been the entire time. Like, this is where the juice is.
Okay,
so,
one...
Hit me.
I think the devil peeing black oil onto the street, and the oil slowly seeping under a car and then exploding.
Obviously, yes. Of course, yes. Preston, you want to take a crack at one?
Arnold doing a very poor rappel out of a helicopter and just hanging onto a guy wearing a trench coat. And
absolutely, yes,
and I know that you like that scene because you could swap in a tail and that would be like a shot from Hellboy.
It's a very Hellboy action scene, for sure.
Dropping off a helicopter on like a really shitty rope and then like
in a trench coat,
yelling and in a trench coat and tried to, and like he's being carried by the helicopter and he grabs a guy by the scruff of his neck like you'd grab a little puppy.
Right.
Okay, third scene is when the devil takes on his true form at the very end, and he's this gross powdery CGI monster.
Of course I loved him. Yeah. That feels like a shoe-in.
Okay, Preston, you got to get number 4 now.
There's one other really specific sequence. There's 2 actually that I was like, this is the
subway car.
100%. A thing we're going to be talking about so much. I do want to, I want to go through the plot of this movie because I think there's a lot of movie in this very boring movie.
Okay, so I have to get number 5?
You have to get number 5. And if you can't get it on a guess, I'll let you get it as we go through. But take a crack at it.
That John specifically would like.
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was fun that they were in the basement of the church on their old 80s computers transcribing this mad woman's prophetic wailings, but I don't think that would be, I don't think you'd be into that.
No, that's really more of a you type scenario.
Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger putting his hands behind his head and just absolutely unloading 2 guns onto police officers?
No, it's not that. Although there is a certain sort of special juice. So End of Days, at its very core, is about Arnold Schwarzenegger, who plays a man named Michael Caine, who is an ex-cop, I believe. But he is now part of a security group that is essentially a paramilitary group. They are hired to protect this banker. Someone tries to kill the banker, and he gets lost in the sauce on this extremely elaborate, complicated pseudo-mystery that ends up taking him to the Antichrist. The devil wants to impregnate a woman on New Year's Eve, 1999, Y2K, and there you go. That's the movie. He's got to stop it.
Yeah, it's so fun watching we've talked about whether or not all movies could be sorted as Ghostbusters or Terminator. Any movie could either be a Ghostbusters. Right. And if this is a Ghostbusters movie, watching the protagonists get dragged kicking and screaming through the plot and with just no indication that he wants to participate in the story at all is a very interesting way to do it, I'll say.
It's a pretty good time. So we open in possibly the most Da Vinci Code ass way that you could. It's got this long droning music and shots of the Bible, shots of fire, random shots of cult rituals, whatever.
Yeah.
Really setting the tone for a religious horror movie / mystery / drama that this movie just straight is not at almost any point. It just is almost never the thing that it promises to be. Vatican City, 1979, the Pope is warned that the child will be born today. In New York at the same time, a mother gives birth. The baby's transported to the mortuary where a cult ritual is performed. The baby is brought back to the mom and named Christine. All of this is, unfortunately, deeply important to the movie. This is my thing. I was taking notes through this, and it's such a simple movie in terms of what it ends up actually being, but the way that they get there is the most roundabout, nonsense garbage where Arnold Schwarzenegger is this detective guy who is somehow just choosing all of the right clues to follow. There's a bit where they go to this priest's house where it's just a creepy abandoned subway thing. And there's pictures everywhere. It's lined with clues. It's chock-a-block full of clues. And he happens to find a picture of Christine in a jar in the fridge, and he's well...
He doesn't even find it. His buddy finds it.
No, you're right. His buddy, Bobby Chicago. So that's the other guy that's important in
this movie. Is his name really Bobby Chicago?
His name is Bobby Chicago.
How is the movie not about him? It should have been about Bobby Chicago. And not about... What's his other... Jericho Florence? What's the other guy's name?
Jericho Caine.
Jericho Caine.
Yeah.
Oh, is he supposed to be Caine? The guy who got killed?
Should have been.
Killed Abel?
Maybe. His name just should have been Cain Abel. That would have been fun.
Yeah, they really had the...
Cain Abelson.
And his buddy could have been
My name's Cain Abelson.
Sorry, you guys both did jokes.
Lincoln's was better.
I'm imagining Arnold as Cain. As biblical Cain. Why did my brother get so much better respect from God than me?
That was the worst Arnold impression ever.
You've unlocked the secret hidden game of the podcast, and it's called Do Your Best Arnold. So, Lincoln, you fucked up pretty...
already lost.
Do you want to go,
you got to do it, Preston. Talking big game.
Well, no, I'm gonna save mine. I'm gonna let it.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
let it marinate
that's
a little
not-
bit.
He's
more.
gonna save
Really?
it for marriage.
Well, okay, he's saving himself for
The devil.
Michael
The
Caine.
devil. The demon marriage.
Michael Caine as Arnold Schwarzenegger as Cain and Abel both. And it goes a little something like this.
There's so much space in between his teeth, between his top and his bottom teeth. Michael Caine as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We are introduced to Mr. Caine, to Jericho, by he's holding a gun to his head in his dark ass apartment, and his partner Bobby Chicago, a name I'm gonna say as many times as is reasonable.
You better.
in this.
I love
As you
it.
should.
I like the movie 10% more now that I know that was his name the whole time.
He comes into the apartment. Arnold makes and this is important to me, a coffee, Pepto-Bismol, beer, Chinese food, banana, and floor pizza smoothie.
The most visceral part of the movie for me was watching him drink that absolute shitstorm of a smoothie.
This was the moment that I clicked into like what wasn't going to work about this movie, because it doesn't play it as a joke or as like a character moment. He makes this nasty ass smoothie. He drinks it. He looks to Bobby Chicago. He goes, "Do you want some?" And Bobby's like, "Nah, I'm okay." And then it's just the end of the scene.
I feel like that keeps happening. Like, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger is almost convinced he's in a comedy based on the faces that
feels
he's
like-
making.
Yeah, it feels like he just made Kindergarten Cop and he couldn't get back into what this movie was supposed to be. So he's just kind of like doing little goofs, little spoofs, and everything around him is like this heinous, horrific people getting crucified on a ceiling. And he's like, can you imagine?
Okay, John, that was yours. That was better than mine. I will.
That
admit.
wasn't mine.
Okay, so he's investigating. He figures out, and then we're introduced to Christine, right?
Yeah, so we're introduced to Christine a little bit later because we follow Bobby Chicago and Jericho as they are trying to save this or protect this banker guy. This is where the first action sequence kind of happens, and that's where I start to be like, okay, maybe we got something, because there's the rooftop chase, which continues with Arnold Schwarzenegger grabbing a guy as he jumps off of the roof while holding on to a big rope, which takes me to what I would consider maybe the most important segment of the show, because you guys are bringing absolutely no energy to this podcast, so I'm just going to throw whatever I have at you. This is what I call Preston's repelling corner.
Oh,
so, Lincoln,
I'm very excited about this. Lincoln, can you roll us an intro?
Preston's repelling corner.
Hey, John, could you hear that recorder at all?
No, but I can't wait to edit this podcast.
Okay, wait. I'll give it to you clean. I'll do it again.
Okay. Give it to me clean, and then we'll have Preston's repelling corner.
Actually, I should just go for the full-on good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be a
Preston's
really...
climbing corner. Oh, no, I got it wrong. I need to say repelling. 1 second. One more take.
Okay, no, take another crack
this would
at
be
it.
a
Just
really
so you know,
good
we
bit
can't
if we
hear
could
fucking one of these.
hear the
I'm pretty sure Discord has decided we don't deserve to hear those tones.
Oh, no. Oh, don't worry. They're getting recorded, though.
Okay. Preston's
repelling corner. How was that?
Hey, Preston's repelling
That's
corner. I
funny.
don't know if we've done one of these before,
I
but
don't
we
know if
should
we've
do
done
more of
this one.
them, because repelling in movies is legitimately one of my favorite things.
Oh, so you don't give a shit
to
about
watch.
climbing, but repelling you'll get on board with?
No, because it's no. I like the climbing too, but the repelling is
No,
usually
you don't.
just like
Every single time we
wild
go
and
Preston's climbing
insane.
corner, we go Preston's climbing corner. Hey, what'd you think? And you go, it was okay. Anyway.
Yeah, now you're rolling out a fucking blackboard for us and a laser pointer.
Don't
Okay, so
tempt me.
talk us
The
through it.
repelling, the repelling is absolutely batshit wild in this. I love that at first he's like, "Hook me up."
Oh,
Was
and
that
then
it?
says, so we all
Gets
can't do it.
attached to
That's
like a really
to
like
know.
high point on the harness, which to commend them for realism is like fairly real, but it also means that he's going to be like doing he's gonna be like in a straitjacket the whole time. He's not gonna be able to like flip upside down or do any cool acrobatics.
Which, to be fair,
he's not gonna be able to go like face first.
He doesn't. That's
Which,
true.
to be fair, I guess doesn't hold him back in the scene.
He is a human claw machine.
There's a whole lot of like, zoop, and then they make a big deal like showing his figure eight as he like stops himself, which is not at all how that works. 'Cause it's he should be holding onto it the whole time, and then he doesn't. The rope is just way too long. Overall, I would say in terms of realism, it gets like a 5.
Oh, there's a grading system.
This is awesome.
What is this?
In terms of entertainment, I would say it gets like a 7.5 out of 10.
Do we need to
the hijinks
rethink
and
this
the swinging
whole
around.
podcast around getting as much repelling in front of Preston as possible?
Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to take one more point off of the realism.
Sure.
Because in the rest of the scenes, his figure eight is still like hanging on the back of his jacket, like hanging out of the trench coat, which kind of cool. But that would be so loud and jangly and annoying. It would be like a cowbell.
Yeah. No, that's
running
true.
around. So if they wanted more realism, they should have had more cowbell. So I'm going to dock a point for that. So I guess realism, they get a 6 out of 10.
So wait,
entertainment, they get
you have
an 8
a realism and an entertainment and then a silliness. You have those 3 separate scores.
Oh, I can do a silliness one.
Let's get a
silliness,
silliness
10
one.
out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, we probably should do a silliness one. That's great. So I can't believe that went that well.
That was awesome.
Jericho follows the guy into an abandoned subway tunnel where the guy spouts a bunch of apocalyptic nonsense until he shoots him in the legs. And then the guy's like, I'm going to sleep now, which is a really weird moment because I thought he was dead. And then he just kind of wakes up later.
Yeah.
Because we need him to be alive. Yeah. So then
we haven't even talked
police...
about the devil's introduction yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
I don't want to. I blocked that out of my mind on purpose.
We should. No, does the devil come in yet?
Yeah, he's in.
The devil has...
He comes in and kisses that lady and then blows up the restaurant.
There's an explosion.
I thought that was later.
There's a couple explosions.
That's right before
devil
that.
comes out of a
that
sewer.
guy.
Devil went down to a sewer looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He was looking to make a deal.
Can we just reenact this movie?
Yeah.
To the tune of The Devil Went Down to Georgia and call it a day?
Yeah, Devil Went Down to New York. It was about Y2K.
The devil went down on New York.
So, I don't know. Like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. None of this matters. So the police are like, hey, that guy you shot, he couldn't have been talking to you because he doesn't have a tongue. And Arnold's like, a what? And instead of just assuming that he's a crazy man, which would be the correct call, this is the first time he makes the most, like, plot armor-ass investigative decision where he just goes like, well, I'm going to go talk to a church and see if maybe they know something about him. And they do. And so they tell him where to go. And then he goes to his weird busted house. And then that's where he finds where Bobby Chicago finds a picture of Christine in the fridge, and they're like, well, there's all these other things in this room, but I guess we're going to find out who this is, which is crazy. Like, none of these should happen.
Yeah,
Why would you have a photo in a jar in your fridge?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing to do.
It's not like
writing on the
even of his
walls,
dog.
writing on the ground. Why would you put a... And why would you go digging around in some nasty-ass fridge?
Okay, see, that's the other thing. Bobby
the first
Chicago
place.
has a moment, and he's full of quips. He's chock-a-block full of them. There's no question about that. But he has a moment where he's like, well, I could eat, and he opens the fridge, and there's a cat in the fridge so that we can have a jump scare. And then the cat jumps out, and he sees the jar of Christine one picture in the fridge, and he's like, well, you should see this, which, to be fair, is a crazy thing to see, and I would look at it. But there's no way, if I was doing an investigation, I would be like, this is what matters.
Yeah, I need to check the fridge because I'm hungry.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So they go, we see Christine. We cut over to Christine. She's attacked by a porcelain man in the subway. This is where we get...
Was that the other scene you liked?
No. It's okay.
I like it.
I
like some bad CGI. I like some bad
Yeah.
porcelain exploding CGI.
I think I can only like one bad CGI in a movie, and of course I'm going to choose the big demon man later.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is where we get our first kind of look at what the devil's plan is, because the guy is like, he's going to fuck you. He's going to fuck you, Christine. Christine, he's going to sex to you later, Christine. And then he dies, which is a really weird, like, very strange vibe to be putting out.
It is a very strange vibe. Yeah, so that happens, and then she goes back to her house, and her stepmom is a devil woman. That was the nurse.
Her stepmom is a bad lady. She's a bad lady, and there's never a moment where we are supposed to believe. Well, we're supposed to believe that she's good and be surprised that she's bad later. Except that yes, we saw her earlier doing a cult ritual with a baby, and that baby was Christine, and now she has control over that baby in a maternal fashion. So it's like this weird. It's this weird thing where
I'm
there's.
To be totally honest with you, that flew right over my head.
Oh, perfect. So this movie was made for people who aren't looking at it. I don't know. So, okay, Jericho gets this. This is another crazy one. He gets, I think like 27 or something like that. He gets some kind of clue, and he's like, well, I have two numbers, 27, that Bobby says, isn't this great? They gave us football scores, which I think is very funny. It's written on the apocalyptic wall. And he's like, he goes home because it's nighttime, I guess, now. And he's like, well, I'm going to read my Bible, flex my muscles, and hope for the best. Which
there's one
cool.
more. Read my Bible, flex my muscles, pick up my daughter's very conspicuous little, what would you call it, music box, and hold it to my face and kind of silently, masculinely weep to myself, just so that we know I'm going to cry.
I'm going to cry, but I'm not going to send out any wet. I'm going to do a little dry cry.
A quick little dry cry for the boys. And then I'm gonna hold the music box up to my face and be like, my daughter used to be a ballerina, and then I'm gonna read my Bible. That's the correct order of things.
No, you're right. Which is, to be fair, my workout motivation is just Arnold Schwarzenegger flexing and reading a Bible. That's pretty cool. I obviously like that very much. I guess I just don't pray hard enough to have the incredible lats and traps that he does. And that's fine. I can work on that. I'm going to be reading my scriptures. He goes to another priest to ask about the guy who we learn is Thomas Aquinas, which does not matter, but they say the name 100 times. And
are they going for, like, he was the real actual medieval priest Thomas Aquinas who became immortal, or is he just also named after an extremely famous Catholic medieval priest?
Well, here's something fun. Preston, I feel like I can speak for the both of us when I say I didn't know that was a guy.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
He's like a big deal. Thomas Aquinas, he did a lot.
I don't know. This must be what it feels like when other people watch Marvel movies with me, and I'm like, oh, that's that guy. And they're like, okay, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at my notes right now, and a lot of these I'm like, there's no way that happens next, but I guess it is. So there's a weird, gross anamorph sex scene with the devil because he's a horny guy and he eats people to a part of him. I don't know. I don't know what this movie is trying to say, because it's clearly got a lot on its mind about sex. And
it has a lot to say, and yet doesn't say anything.
It's just like shouting it all into a void, and I don't know what it is. This is the problem. It looks fine. It feels fine scene to scene. Each scene is doing like the thing that the scene is setting out to do. It's just they don't really feel like they all go in the same movie, and when you're watching them back to back to back, it's like a very strange moment where all of it is saying words. None of them are right.
There's been movies that I felt like if I looked down at my phone or got up to get a drink or something and then came back, I didn't miss a single thing. This movie, if you like sneeze and look up, you're like, wait, what's happening? The movie just has so many huge leaps that you will look down for a second. You'll hear a noise, turn your head to the side, look back at the screen, and you're like, why are they here? Why? Who are they talking to? Who is this new character? Why are they all shooting at each other? What's happening?
Yeah, literally. Why is everyone why are people in Christine's apartment or house to just kind of kill her?
So that is what happens next. Okay, I was like, this is coming up, right?
So that is what happens. Well, actually, that's not entirely what happens next, because Jericho. Oh no, it is what's happening. Well, yeah, it's the next thing that happens.
So then the good guys, the Catholics, go to kill Christine because they're like, she cannot bear the devil's child. So we better just murder her right now, just like Jesus would. And,
just as our boy would.
And this is another thing that I feel like this movie has so much to say, and it constantly has the people who are like, we're gonna kill people because this is what needs to happen, but it doesn't have any like nuance to it at all. It's just like, it's like, is it, like, morality question, quick. Is it wrong to kill an innocent woman? Well, think about this. Something bad might happen if she lives.
Yeah.
Now I bet it's a little more gray than you thought it was. Not so black and white, right?
It's not good. It's not a good, like, it's an interesting concept. I think the idea of, like, warriors for God that feel like they're like destined to do this thing that they clearly don't want to be doing. Like, they don't like that it has to happen, but they feel like they have to do it. That's very, on its face, interesting. And in that scene, I would even argue, interesting. Like, the way that they play it, solid. It seems like something that's happening. It's like, it's not a bad way to go about it.
Wait, John. Are you saying that the best compliment you could muster is that something that happens in the movie, quote, seems like something is happening in the movie?
Like it's going on.
So you're saying that this movie doesn't have, like, descriptive subtitles that say something else is going on. They simply depict what is happening on screen.
What the plot and script say is happening seems to be what's going down.
Seems to be about what's happening. Have you ever watched a movie that's not the case?
I would say yes. I think there's a few out there. I'm saying there's a believability to each scene, is what I'm saying.
Sure, I will give you that.
Like, okay, let me walk you through it. We just watched the movie. So, Tron Ares. Anytime Dr. Ares is on screen, anytime Michael Morbius is on screen, and he's like, Rain, I wish I could feel it. Anyway, I'm Code. There's never a part of me that's like, this guy's Code. He's not gonna be a human. There's never anything like, it doesn't seem like the thing that's happening is happening. And
I get it.
It's a movie where everything that seems like it's happening seems to be happening. That seems right. Another insane detective move. So the devil goes to visit the apparently immortal guy from the 16th century or whatever the fuck, and he before he crucifies him on the ceiling, he scratches, claws a bunch of text onto his body, the end of which is what they read as Christ in New York, which already has its own subset of challenges as it is. The idea that, like, the presentation of this movie, and they kind of fight with it later, but they don't actually do anything to dissuade it. The idea that the Bible has all been gearing up to America in 1999 is a little bit challenging in terms of just like what we're getting at. But
and they really tackle that one head on, though. And it is like very, yes, it's true. It is been all gearing up to this.
Yeah,
they don't shy away from it.
There's a scene where they start to be like, oh, what is that, Eastern time? Which is fun. And then he's like, yep.
Yeah. It's like,
sure is.
It's one of those, I feel like this happens in a lot of movies with kind of like religious imagery where they kind of want there to be some sort of bigger narrative happening behind the scenes where the guy can go like, oh, you know this guy, you know the pyramids, and you know about Paul, and you know about Stonehenge, it's all connected. This movie does that, but it does that in the service of saying, yes, when New York celebrates New Year's Eve, that is 2,000 years of the stars aligning, and this is the devil's chance to enter into the world. Which, to be fair,
there's an implication.
It all still did kind of seem like it started going wrong around then.
To be fair, yeah, it's not great. I was thinking about this, and we don't have to really dive too deep into this, but I was thinking about how we, in the universe of this movie, we had potentially Y2K, which ended up being the result of like the oncoming apocalypse. We avoided that, and then the exact next year we got 9/11, which is just like, New York has had a rough couple of goes, is all I'm saying. It's just not great for New York. So anyway, there's a bit where they see Christ in New York like scrawled across her body, which is not what it even kind of looks like. It's clearly Christine York, but they say Christ in New York, and as they're walking down the hall, Jericho is like, it says Christ in New York, but maybe it's not that. Maybe it's Christine Ork. Maybe it's Christ York. Maybe it's Christine York. Check those. And it's Christine York. And it's this thing where it's like, why? Two things. One, if you're the D-man, why are you writing the person you're going after ever? Like, why would you ever tell anybody what you're doing?
I thought it was the Thomas Aquinas had
you think
scratched
it's
that stuff
Tomas?
into his... That was my
that makes
my
sense.
interpretation.
No, I can get behind that. Question number B, if you see Christ
John,
in
John.
Yeah.
Hey John, I have that was a very not a very scholarly interpretation of the movie. So I just want you to temper your expectations for whatever question you're about to ask me.
Well, no, I'm just getting at the point of like if put yourself in the shoes, if you saw Christ in New York,
he's my favorite TNMT villain.
Would you be... I'm gonna leave the podcast for a couple minutes. Have fun, guys. You can feel free to go on without me. That was really good looking.
John, I knew I could snipe you with that one.
That was really nice. I needed that. It's been a rough one. Anyway, you guys get my point. Fuck it. I don't care. So Christine's mom is with the devil. She's in cahoots with the devil. And I'm just going to get out of it. This is the scene that I think should have been the juice of the movie. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting this like 65-year-old white lady who's just fully juiced on the devil. That is what, and the room is on fire, and she's pushing a piano into his huge body.
I do like how much that scene escalates the kind of slapstick silliness.
Yeah.
And I like that there's been no indication of any of the other people that worship the devil suddenly gaining super strength, and yet she has it.
There's no reason. At one point, she like scratches against a wall and leaves like huge claw marks, like there's some sort of demon in her.
And I also love that the movie, even though she has super strength, it's shot within whatever was holding them back in 1999, because John Wick hadn't come out, so like the super strength looks really like ineffectual and bulky and strange, and it doesn't feel like anyone actually ever gets hit. There's like no momentum to anything.
No, it's like you can clearly see the wires pulling people back, and no, it's beautiful. I love it.
There's an aspect to all of the action scenes in this movie that like almost like have the opposite effect of drawing you in.
So they push you out.
I feel like they kept like pushing, like you'd
like
usually an action scene comes up and you're like locked in, you're like paying attention more, and I felt like this movie was like, all right, I can look away now and do something else.
I
like my attention, the action scenes don't pull my attention in.
Well, is it just the fact that the action scenes are the scenes with enough continuity that your brain can afford to check out for a second?
Maybe that's what it is. Oh man, I can finally like take a break for 30 seconds and not feel like I'm missing. Maybe that's what it is.
Because right after, or shortly after this scene, I think, they're like running away, and it's night again, and then the cops are like looking down the alley at Arnold and Christine, at Jericho and Christine.
It's right after.
I'm sorry, and
please,
there's like 5 jump cuts in a row where it just like cuts in. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out at the alley, and it's like nauseating for a second. Was that me?
Oh, the editing on this is heinous.
That, especially that scene. The editing in general is not great.
It's not good. Any of the action editing, I think, is pretty clearly, it's like a pre-taken. They're trying to like get around a lot of what they couldn't catch in camera. So it's a lot of like jump to another thing, cut to another thing, cut to another thing, and they're like, if we just cut enough, it'll be high energy. People are gonna love it. It's right.
But it's like Arnold. He's such a big, huge, slow man that he doesn't have enough like velocity between the cuts to make you believe that he's actually moving. Like you don't feel his motion between the cuts.
For as like big as he is, like none of his hits are like impactful.
No.
Or strong. There's never any like in John Wick, every time he throws somebody, you feel it. And you can see like the power there, and there's none of that exists ever in this movie.
Yeah, he's just a guy mostly, and he just gets the shit beat out of him quite a bit, which I do like. I do like a hero getting the crap beat out of him.
He gets crucified. Arnold Schwarzenegger gets crucified in the movie. Did you guys ever think about that? Like, that's a crazy thing to know. You've seen that now.
I love he's like walking through Central Park with Christine, and he turns to her and he says something along the lines of, all these people are shooting at me. Those guys just attacked you. I just shot 2 cops. Please just tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think like Arnold, he's in a different movie throughout this movie, but he's in a better movie.
The movie that Arnold is in is the movie that he signed up for. It's what I assume the original like intention of the film was, and it's an incredible piece of cinema. Everyone else just happens to be in not that movie.
In a different movie, including the director and the editors.
Except every once in a while where whoever plays the bad guy, I'm going to call him Willem Dafoe, he he just has every once in a while he has the juice. Like it is there's an incredible bit where he punches clean through a guy's head.
Every scene that he's in, he like brings his A game, brings the juice.
He's bringing it. It's just sometimes it's brought to me and not like dropped all over the table.
I mean that. It's not great.
That he's the Chancellor in Ballerina.
Wow.
He's what in Ballerina?
He's the old guy. He's the leader of the cult in Ballerina.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. What if we just stop this and watch Ballerina?
Oh, I would in a heartbeat. I would take. It would be very little convincing.
I'm convinced already.
Everyone in the world tries to kill Jericho and Christine. They go to the church to seek answers. This is where we get a lot of the lore dumping, which is too. It's too thick to sort of unpack. I think like there's just so much to it and none of it means anything. But I do just want to highlight that he's like, you know, the mark of the beast. And she's like, yeah, 666. And he's like, well, sometimes the Bible gets a little freaky with it. So it's also 999 and that's 1999. That's now.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
Cool, right? And we're all supposed to be like, oh, that's really smart. And it isn't. And I'm tired of pretending like we like it. This is the thing.
None of the exposition is interesting. It's not delivered in an interesting way. The exposition itself is not interesting.
I think we've noticed it. Haven't we noticed this before where it feels like the movie actually shows what you need to know? Like I knew pretty much everything that the priest was talking about before he said it. So why'd the movie feel the need to tell all of it when it had already successfully showed all of it? Like we got.
And I feel like we don't need to know that there was some super long running biblical epic thing all building up to this.
I wasn't thinking about that. Like
because it doesn't matter and it doesn't change anything and there's no added weight. You don't have to bring your
attention to that.
The devil isn't played or written in a way that makes him feel eternal or like ancient. There's no there's no exploration of the modern day. Like there should have been like a Hocus Pocus style scene where the devil comes to Earth and he's like looks at a road and he's like, what in the fuck is that? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
He sees like a mall and he's like, I am for this. This is cool.
Yeah, he should have been shot with a gun and be like, that's sick, dog. Like whatever you just did to me, do some more. That's cool.
Yeah.
I also hate that it's like a big thing that he just sort of like appears from hell.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
other
it's like,
thing.
Well, now he has to like have sex with this woman so he can like stick around, and it's like, well, he just showed up. Why can't he just like peace out and then just show up again?
Well, that's the thing. Ceremonial this movie is.
He's a big liquid invisible dragon, and then he steps into the body of a weak little guy who has the most insane voice I've ever heard, where he's like, that's the thing, honey. Sometimes hell comes to you. There's no reason for him to be in that guy. Like, go be the invisible liquid. Go be your big wet dragon, and then find Christine, and then inhabit literally anybody with a penis. There's no reason to do
Satan,
it the way you did.
The big wet dragon lived in the sewers.
He also could have, like, there's zero reason for him to possess the banker. He could have He could have possessed the butler, who Christine knows and trusts.
The butcher.
Or her.
There's
the candlestick maker.
There's just no reason, and there's no reason that he should stick with that guy. Also, I don't know what that he could hop in anyway. Presumably,
zero reason for that.
I guess I kind of thought that he was.
He
stuck with
could have
him.
possessed somebody
possess
attractive, and
possess a hot guy.
We should get Glenn Powell up in this.
Yes, get 6-year-old Glenn Powell in this. That's a great idea, Lincoln. I really love the vibe of that you're creating. So anyway, there's so much back and forth with this movie where it's just hey, Christine's got to get over to this church. So they walk over to that church and there's a little fight scene. And then it's oh, we got to run. We got to go over to this other fucking church. And so they just walk over to another church. And then there's another little fight scene.
They make a big deal of oh, well, he can't see you if you're at church.
Yeah, which is not true at any point in the movie.
Hang out at the church.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, because they're devil can't step foot in a church. And you're that makes sense, we know that. And then the devil does, and he's anyway, it doesn't even hurt that bad. I'm a big strong. And you're what is this?
He fucks up some pews, which is such, the coolest part of the whole movie was that, introduction.
See, here's the thing. It's that is cool. I do when all the candles go big flame. That's a cool touch.
I didn't like the fact that they insisted on shaking the camera up and down the whole time he was in the church, though.
No,
that's not.
I like
that, but the rest of it's pretty cool.
It's the only time I felt the movie was communicating the feeling it was giving me the whole time.
It's a moment of honesty between you and the movie.
Yeah, which is just I kind of want yards. So okay, this is the thing. We get to this point where they're at the church, studying, learning, growing, and then I kind of lose the movie for a little bit. At some point, Jericho's in his apartment, and the devil's I can give you I can give you your wife and daughter back, and then he doesn't, and he gets thrown out of a building or something.
I don't know. You're on your own because I look down at my phone to look at what movie I was going to make you guys watch next.
Sure.
And I looked up and they were in his apartment all of a sudden. I have no clue what happened in between.
I don't know what happens there. I'm not entirely sure. I know that there's some other stuff. Christine gets taken. Arnold gets beat the fuck up and crucified in an alley.
Does she get taken 3?
So then
take 3 in
December 31st the church gets Arnold off the telephone pole and they're we're gonna pray you back to life, and they do, and then he gets a bunch of guns, and this is another perfect example of what this movie is, because there's a load up scene, but the scene, there's no music, there's no cutting, it's just Arnold walking through a room being I guess I'll have that gun and some bullets, I guess, and here's cool gun, I like guns, I'll take that one. Anyway, here's some more bullets.
He does the stupid little wrist thing.
Yeah, he does the dumb little wrist thing, but there's no gravitas to that moment. There's no let's go, we're getting ready for the third act. It's just I guess I gotta have more guns.
He's never been a gun man the whole movie.
Not
he's
really.
He's not into guns.
Not, and also, why does a security group in 1999 have access to helicopters that are able to land in the middle of a city and a bunch of fucking Uzis and big rocket launchers, and it doesn't make any sense.
I do like the idea of we need to protect this celebrity during their gala transportation, and they load up Uzis and rocket propelled grenades.
Yeah, and if the whole world of the movie felt like that, I could totally let it slide because it would be fun and heightened.
If we were just in a heavily armed universe.
Yeah, if we were in the John Wick world, the John Wick is maybe the best example of a universe that is heightened, but you just kind of are yeah, of course this guy would have a little pen knife that he's throwing at people, or why wouldn't there be an entire city that's just one big gun cult that? It just all kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a bunch of fucking yada yada, and then there's the train fight, the subway fight, which I would argue is the best scene in the movie, bar none. It's not even close.
Obviously.
It's the most well-paced. It just feels there's a momentum between each cut that feels really real. There's a little bit of suspense, which is fun when they're is he on the train still? Did we push him off? Did it work?
It's really fun. Arnold jumps from train to train.
Yeah,
the devil tries to
fun.
also jump from train to train, and then Arnold shoots a fucking rocket launcher at his chest and sends it back into the other train so it explodes. Like, it's a good scene.
Yeah, and then it pulls.
It's up there for train scenes for me.
And it's one of the first times in the movie that there's actually like stakes.
Yeah.
That actually feel like realistic and interesting, and you're not sure what's going to happen next.
But it is textbook too little too late. Like, it's just, none of this movie none of it works. So anyway, they go back to a church. She hides. So that Arnold can have a literal come to Jesus moment where he prays.
Yes, and he kind of just mouths a prayer. He doesn't really say it out loud.
Yeah, he's just like, dear guy, help me please. Give me bigger muscles. There's a big old yucky CGI monster. Jericho's possessed, and then he throws himself on a sword, and then 2000 happens, and I guess we're good. And that's kind of the movie.
And nothing bad happened in New York in the early 21st century.
Nothing bad has ever happened ever again. Thank you, Arnold. Appreciate it, my man. That's great news.
So that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so tired. I just have done so much today, guys. I'm trying to bring it as best as I can. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you more.
I feel like listening to this has got to sort of feel like watching the movie. Like we're
I feel like the disjointed conversation matches the just disjointed movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, me too. This movie is the cinematic equivalent. There's no Find Your Funny. We're fucking done with the podcast. This movie is the cinematic equivalent of when you get McDonald's and you eat a fry and you're excited, and then it's been there for like 8 hours.
This movie is the cinematic equivalent of just absolutely stuttering through a very mediocre response to a sick burn from one of your friends.
Oh, yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
This movie is a cinematic equivalent to when you're at a party and you only know one person, and so and then they like go get mingled with everyone else, and you're just kind of alone in your island, like wading through the sea of people you don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Lincoln, are you okay?
Yeah, that was tough. This movie is the cinematic equivalent of a real thing that did happen to me in high school, where you have a 4-year-long crush on somebody, and then she's really sick one day, and so you get her a cup of tea, and you get you a cup of tea because, hey, you're there, you might as well get some tea, and then you text her, and you're like, hey, meet me in the hallway during passing period, and then she does, and then you trip and throw a hot tea all over her sick form, and then you're like, I'm so sorry, are you okay? And then you trip again and you drop another tea on the ground, and then you ask if she wants to get coffee, and she says, I'm not sure. So
John, we didn't have to go there.
Preston, do you have one?
You know, I'm not gonna follow that one.
Yeah, okay, well,
Lincoln,
Okay.
what
Okay,
abomination?
I'm so excited to tell you about what we're watching. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little preface. So often when I'm searching through movies to make you guys watch, I will go off really low Rotten Tomato scores, right? I think I made you watch.
That's a cool method.
I made you watch the lowest rated movie ever. It has
Can we guess? Wait, can we guess?
No, I already made you watch it.
No, I know, but can we guess which one it was?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember which one it was.
I feel so strongly that it was Ballistic X versus Sever.
Oh, it had to be. It had to be.
Right? It had to be.
Yeah, it surely was. But this one, unlike all of those, has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
It has a critic score of 100% with 5 reviews.
Is this a Christmas gift? What is this?
It is not a Christmas movie. We're going to continue on with our slightly spooky theme because we can drag it into November.
Yeah.
It is called Zombies 2, and it is a Disney Channel original
You
musical.
motherfucker! You dog shit human man! You piece of fucking garbage from Helltown! Fuck you! Fuck your mom and dad for making this happen.
And your homework is to consume any other zombie related media first.
Oh my god. And then Zombies 2?
Yeah, Zombies 2, the second one.
Have you
the one with werewolves?
John?
No, I just know what it is. You're the worst person alive. This is the equivalent of making us watch Descendants. You bitch.
Oh, I was gonna make you watch Descendants, but I thought it was too good.
Motherfucker. Oh no!
Zombies 2.
I don't
Zombies
want
2.
to do it.
You have to watch
I don't wanna
Zombies
Is this
two.
do
even
that.
watchable?
Like
I
on
don't
Disney Plus?
want-
Yes.
See, I don't
Zombies
want
2.
You're gonna make me get Disney Plus to watch
Or
this?
just
What the?
Freaking
What is
rent it
this?
on Amazon.
Hey,
I don't know.
Preston. Preston, look at me in my eyes. Normally, I don't say this kind of thing, but pirate it. Don't support them and then just watch Zombies 2 and then cancel because they're going to be like, maybe we should do more of these.
I like the idea of a 24-year-old male. They see that account pop up, and then they see the watch of Zombies 2, and then the account gets deleted.
Oh, cool. So I assume our homework is going to be watching the thing, and then we're going to bring a little presentation on what we watched beforehand, and then we'll talk about the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, just tell me a little bit about whatever you watched and how it informed what you thought about Zombies 2.
Because just like
it could be Zombies 1.
It won't be that. As we're recording this podcast, I just feel like the vibe is gonna be bad next step. It's just gonna not be good.
We've been
We'll
riding
see.
high, and we are about to crater. Lincoln is gonna send us careening into.
Well,
a
they can't all be
nosedive.
winners, and we got to have a couple clunkers if we ever want to make a good episode again.
Yeah, I guess we do. This felt like a
That's
sacrifice.
fair.
This one did also. So
That's
I
been going.
guess
Yeah, that's
okay.
true. I guess it's been going a little too well lately.
It's been
Yeah,
going.
Tron
but
Ares
Tron
was too
really,
good.
Tron really.
Tron
went
Ares
hard.
was really a high point. Has that been published yet?
Oh, yeah.
It's up.
Oh yeah.
You can listen to it anytime.
Oh, excellent.
It's quite good.
Preston,
you
can
should
you
listen
move
to
back here so we can record this in person? I think that's the juice. I think that's what gets us. My two favorite episodes are the two we've recorded in person.
it. I actually 100% agree. The Tomb Raider
It's not
episode,
even
not the Tomb
close.
Raider, Lost City.
Lost City. Yeah,
Lost
Lost
City
City
and Tron Ares.
And Tron Ares.
And I do like our net conversation that was unpublishable.
We're never going to send the
never see
net
the light of
conversation
day.
out.
Everyone, thank you so
Never.
much for listening to the Motion Picture Retribution Power Hour. I have been Brother Lincoln, and I could crash you from here, man.
Yeah, I've been Brother John, and just as we live by the rules of Dietobia, so must we be preparing a diary.
And I have been Brother Preston. Relax body.
I really don't want to watch zombies.
Thank you. I'm so excited that I make you watch Zombies 2. Zombies 2. Remember, it's got to watch the second one.
The second one, not the first one. The first one would be too good.
I'll probably watch the first one. I have a completionist problem.